Hello everybody, Ace here, giving it to you straight with day 94 of the Video Log Challenge, and today I wanted to talk to you all about integrity and what does it actually consist of. Now, when we talk about integrity or we hear about integrity, we often think about the integrity we have with each other. We don't want to steal, we don't want to lie, we don't want to cheat, we want to be a good person. But again, I've been saying in these videos for the last couple of days, who are you when nobody's looking? How are you to yourself when nobody's looking? And that, my friends, is true integrity. Because if you're doing the right thing out of fear of repercussion, not because it's just the right thing to do, then you're kind of full of shit. And it's also probably why you don't have a great relationship with yourself, because if you're doing something because of the fear of something else, it's self-compromisation. And that, again, is going in line with a lot of these videos we've been talking about, where we quickly compromise ourselves for perceived comfort, for perceived security, for perceived opportunity. I do it. I've done it many times in a relationship. Sometimes we just don't want to deal with it. Sometimes we don't just want to handle it. And sometimes we just want to get through because we think there's an opportunity for us to get something on the tail end. Excuse the truck. So why is integrity important? Because to me, integrity is the foundation of respect. And if you don't have respect for yourself, and if you don't have respect for someone you love, then you don't really love that person and you don't really love yourself. That is why integrity is essential. Integrity is essential as well because without it, you won't be able to pull yourself out of the muck, pull yourselves up by your bootstraps, as they say, and get going and doing something, because you just simply won't believe that you're capable of it, or you'll create some narrative and storyline in your ego that's telling you, oh, that's stupid. Oh, why would you want to do that? Oh, we don't need to do that. Oh, we don't need to stay committed. Oh, we don't need to tell the truth. Because again, we have this perception that by doing this act of the right thing, that it's going to cause us pain. And in reality, the only pain that we're being caused is us not doing the right thing within ourselves. We're not following our integrity, and that in itself is compromising and causing a lot of this decay that we're feeling within ourselves, especially now. Here's the thing about what's happening in the world right now and everything going on, is it's showing people's character. And all character is who you are when nobody's looking. It's why you don't always ignore the red flags, but you also don't always check them. You know, sometimes you just need to observe people's red flags or even your own red flags before you start making judgments of them, because you may not see what you're seeing, but stay aware of them. Because eventually with yourself or eventually with someone else, when you see a character flaw, when you see a really detrimental red flag, that's a sign for you or anyone else that that person may not be the best for you. And that could be a very good reason why you've been cut out yourself in your life. I've been ghosted before. I've been cut out. I've showed my ass and then a person's just completely ghosted me because they realized in that moment that that's who I am. That's who I was. And that's just not where they're at. And I'm very grateful to those people that cut me out. I'm very grateful to those people that had the self-love to realize that my level of self-integrity, my level of self-love and care was not on their level, and I was only going to take from them. That's true humility right there. If you can objectively look at the relationships you've been in, platonic or intimate, whatever, and see which relationships are still there, see which relationships fell by the wayside, and which relationships did you show your ass in and then get cut out because of it. Those are the relationships to look at. Those are the relationships to study, because you'll often see the very reasons that you got cut out are the very reasons that you're actually cutting people out as well. And it may not be for the right reason within you. It may just be a trigger from that past relationship causing you to not want to be ghosted again. So you cut that person out as soon as you see anything that reminds you of that past relationship. That's why introspection is so important. That's why self-integrity is so important. Because that allows us the time to see where we fucked up and how to unfuck ourselves. And it's not about, oh, I messed up and you're a horrible person. I can't believe I did this. Not about that. It's going, oh shit, I didn't even know I did that. sorry to the person if you can say you're sorry. Forgive them and forgive yourself if you can't. And move on. But beating yourself up for fucking up, for making a mistake, for being human is exactly why you compromise your integrity all the time, because you care more about what other people think of you than making a mistake and learning from it. And that's the only difference. That's what integrity is all about. Are you willing to look at your own shit? Are you willing to admit when you're wrong? Are you willing to do the right thing even if it's uncomfortable, even if it makes you feel insecure, or even if it may not be the coolest thing since sliced bread and that everybody else, lock and step, is doing on their own? Because if you want to be the way shower, if you want to be the shepherd, if you want to be the light warrior, the light worker, you're going to have to stand out, you're going to have to step up, and you're going to have to use integrity and discernment, because the world is not going to get any easier for us. The universe is not going to give us any less challenges. It's only going to become more difficult, but as we do the right work at the right time, as we raise our vibration and our resonance, and as we continue to walk this spiritual path to higher and higher levels of consciousness for ourselves, it will become easier, because the challenges aren't that bad anymore, because you just know what they are. Because you're not getting sucked into the human narratives and storylines, making you try to figure things out and try and trying to make it work and doing all this stuff, spinning your wheels, instead of stopping, breathing, asking, listening, trusting, but also having the humility to go, I think I fucked up on this time. How did I mess up? I did it like that. All right, I won't do that again. I forgive you, Adam. I forgive you, whoever. And move on. And if you can't let it go, then sit with it. Again, you're not this human. Again, you're not this human experience. You are the one gaining the experience. You're the one in charge of the human experience, but the human is the one experiencing. And if you're being pulled into that experience as if it's you and yours, that is how we easily compromise ourselves for perceived comfort or security, because that's the illusion of the 3D, and that is what we're trying to move out of. Sorry about the dump truck. This place is nuts. Okay. And because integrity is misdefined and misinterpreted, people again are walking around saying that they have integrity. People are walking around saying they're authentic. People are walking around saying all these things, trying to convince themselves of their own bullshit. And that is how you can tell a red flag with somebody who doesn't have integrity, is someone who announces they have it. Someone who says they're authentic most likely isn't authentic. And if somebody looks all perfect and on the surface, it's most likely there's a lot of stuff underneath. It's time to trust yourself. It's time to trust your integrity. And part of being integral, a part of having integrity, right? Look at that, it's pretty cool. Whoa, whoa. Part of integrity is believing you. Believing your guts, believing your intuition, believing that you may know what you're doing, believing that you may have it figured out. Believing in yourself, trusting yourself, loving yourself, that's integrity. Are you a good person if you treat everyone else with respect and love, but you treat yourself like shit? Are you serving humanity if you serve every other human but yourself and then treat yourself like shit? These are the questions we need to start asking ourselves. This is the type of integrity that needs to become normal in our society, in our world. And it only starts with us. And it only starts from within. And it only begins when we start finding the humility to look at our shit, pull it out, and go, that was fucked up. I'm not going to do that again. Thank you, though. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for this situation of circumstance to show me that I was being a piece of shit. And I don't want to be that way anymore. I'm not upset about it. I'm not mad at myself for it. I forgive myself. I forgive the other people. I hope they forgive me. And I'm just going to fly on. Fly on, people. Fly on, warriors. That's it. It's the time. So I hope you get a little bit further on your path today. I hope you gain a little bit more clarity on your journey. I hope you can bring in a little bit more love into your heart so that you can realize that integrity is the foundation to self-respect, and self-respect is the foundation to self-love. Until you start being important enough to keep your word to, you're not going to be able to build a respect enough to actually love yourself. And only through love can we ascend. So if you liked what you've seen and heard today, hit that like button. If you want to join the Army of Energy, hit that subscribe button. So that was weird. If you want to join me on Telegram, I have a Telegram channel, Army of Energy. Check me out there. With that, Dirt, again, links, the things all, or whatever. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have an even better evening. And I will see you all at the same time tomorrow. Take care and goodbye.